From the point of view of spirituality, India enjoys a unique place in the world. To understand this properly, it is necessary to understand what an incarnation is and what the secrets of incarnations are. Indian mythology mentions Dasha-avatar or 10 incarnations. When we understand the mystical meaning of these 10 incarnations, we'll be able to see how higher spirituality entered the earth via India. The very first incarnation was called Matsya Avatar, incarnation of Vishnu in the form of a fish. After this, a higher level of spirituality appeared in the form of Kurma Avatar, an incarnation in the form of a tortoise. Later, spirituality higher than that emerged in the form of Varaha Avatar, incarnation in the form of a boar. Thus, the first three avatars appeared in animal forms. The next one was Narsimha Avatar. Narsimha had the face of a lion and the body of a man. Thus, this incarnation was in the form of half animal and half man. After this, in course of time, incarnations of increasingly superior spirituality descended in human forms which included Parshuram, Ram and Krishna. Thus, the arrival of avatars on this earth indicates how the level of spirituality has been upgrading across the entire history of creation. The entire creation appears immense and unfathomable to us. It has not been comprehended by scientists worldwide. They confess that they have not fully understood even 1/1000th part of the whole creation. The knowledge of the universes of Pinda, Anda and Brahmanda is available to us through the mystical writings of rishis, yogis and incarnations of India. They did not reveal these secrets to everyone. The special people who were eligible to receive these teachings were selected by the incarnations, and a knowledge of higher worlds was passed on to them. The meaning of the word avatar, that stands for incarnation, means to descend. This indicates that superior spiritual entities have descended on this earth from another world, regardless of whichever form they might have been born in. The secrets up to the level from where the incarnations descended were revealed to the world at that time. The initial incarnations of Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, etc. took place in order to protect the earth and increase its spiritual capacity. The incarnations that took the human form revealed the secrets of the sphere they belonged to. Kala is a word that stands for the measurement of spiritual power. The incarnation of Parshuram had the power of 8 kalas. Rama was a 12 kala avatar and Krishna was a complete avatar of 16 kalas. From this, it becomes clear that creation exists at different levels and is graded in terms of increasing amount of spirituality. In Satyug, Treta and Dwapar Yug, the highest spirituality that entered the earth ranged up to 16 kalas. Now we are in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, many sons, sadhs and mahatmas have descended on the earth and their spiritual powers range from 16 to 36 kalas. If a list of sadhs and sons who arrived on this earth in the last 700 to 800 years were to be prepared, it would include Garib Das, Dulan Das, Charan Das, Nabaji, Darya Sahib, Rai Das, Sur Das, Shams Tabriz, Mansoor, Sarmad, Moinuddin Chishti, Guru Nanak, Jagjeevan Sahib, Paltu Sahib and Tulsi Sahib of Hathras. However, it was Kabir Sahib who did the groundwork for the preparation of establishing a type of bhakti known as the Surat Shabda Yoga, the highest order of bhakti which can take the bhakt to the final abode. After that, Swamiji Maharaj incarnated in Pannigali, Agra in the year 1818. To know more about Swamiji Maharaj, listen to the complete audiobook at rs.wanttolearn.com.